She and her brother were abandoned by their aunt when she was 15. They were living with their aunt after their parents died, but after getting all the money and property, they threw them out of the house. Since then, she has been working part-time at multiple restaurants, stores, supermarkets, and even did a maid's job just to earn a living and send her brother to school. He's graduate, but later in the hope of making quick money, he chose the wrong way. Mark, Jungkook's right-hand man, was explaining him all the details he found about you. Jungkook was looking at a few papers in his hands and his heart ached. He was right. Your past is so much similar to his. He had been thrown away like trash. Just because his mother died while giving birth to him, he was called a monster, blamed for his mother's death even before he could see his mother. His father remarried and then he was thrown away. Where is that guy? What he is doing currently? Jungkook asked, looking at him. He has been searching for jobs. I think he is regretting and guilty for putting his sister in this condition. You have to keep an eye on him. Get him a job, but make sure he won't get it easily, or else he will again think it's easy to get anything in this world. His sister sacrificed herself for him. Make sure he value that. Mark nodded and left from there. Jungkook leaned back, resting his head against the head of the chair, and closed his eyes. Life gets crueler until you learn to be tough, because the kind-hearted rarely get what they deserve. No matter what, now I will never let you go back to live in that hell. You don't deserve that. You deserve care, love. I won't say I know how to love, but seeing this brutal world, I promise I will love you better than anyone. You found this amazing pond in the backyard and you have been sitting here for some time now, playing with the water with the tip of your finger lost in your thoughts. You thought about your brother, don't know where he would be and how he must be living now. On the other hand, you were surprised and confused with Jungkook's kind behavior towards you. You were not sure whether to believe him, but there was no such point of not believing him. If he is a bad guy for real, you might have seen his cruelty. In fact, he's treating you as if you're someone special to him. Or maybe it's just you who is overthinking because no one had ever treated you with kindness in your life. You got humiliated, insulted, treated like a garbage, yet you stayed strong for your brother, even after being completely broken from inside. I've heard that you have been sitting here for more than an hour. Do you like it here? You flinched hearing his voice all of a sudden and looked back, only to see him standing with a soft smile. He came near you while you got up. It's beautiful, isn't it? You looked at him and then slowly gave a nod. Yes, and then there was a silence. Sometimes when my mind messes up so much and I just can't sort out things, I come here. It helps me relax my mind. You looked at him. Now you don't fear him, and honestly you never did. From the time you have seen him, he's not at all like how people describe. After thinking for a while, you spoke. You are lonely even after living around so many people, having everything that one could desire. There was silence for some time and he was just looking at you. Does happiness come only from money and power? It's like he read your thoughts that you were buried deep inside you. Of course you think the same, but money has shown you that without it you are nothing in this world. You know the struggle to survive. Without it, even your own people leave your side. You have it, that's why you can think the other way. Ask the ones in need. They have a family but they are not happy because they can't provide. Ask them who has neither of them. You are living a loner life, but you are lucky as well because you don't have struggles. He chuckled softly. You think I'm lucky? Maybe, but you don't know the whole story. Money and power come with their own chains. They isolate you, make you a target. People see me and they see a king. They see someone invincible. But inside, I'm just a man longing for something real, something genuine. You felt pain in his voice. Indeed, he looks unhappy even after having everything. He paused and took a deep breath. You understood that it must be hard for him to let out his painful feelings like this. I wasn't always like this. When I was born, my mother died giving birth to me. My father and everyone else blamed me for her death. They called me a monster, said I was cursed, I was discarded, thrown away like a trash. You listened to him, and when you heard that, you felt a deep pain in your chest, feeling bad for the little boy he must have been. They were cruel to do that to you. How was it your fault? I can't believe this. Don't know why, but Jungkook felt so good when you showed sympathy towards him. Maybe no one has ever told him that it wasn't his fault, that his arrival in this world wasn't a curse. He was also like a normal child but unfortunate. It was. I grew up alone, unwanted. I learned to fend for myself, to be strong and ruthless because that was the only way to survive. They called me a monster, so I became one. But the good man inside me, the one who wants love and desire care, he's still there. His words hung in the air, heavy with unspoken pain. You reached out, gently touching his hand, and he felt his heart skipping a beat. You don't have to be alone, Jungkook. Everyone deserves love and happiness, even you. He found it difficult to swallow. He felt love in your touch, care, and genuine concern. He was feeling the same way he always wanted to. He knew that he found his true happiness. Do you really believe that? Do you really think a man like me deserves to love? His voice trembled while you gave a nod. I have seen enough suffering to know that everyone is fighting their own battles. And sometimes the strongest people are the ones who need love the most. For the first time, his eyes got teary, but he held back his tears. You were right, and I wish someone could understand me like you did. You flashed a weak smile. Don't worry, one day you'll definitely find that someone. You got up and was about to leave when he said something that made your feet stop in the middle. Can I ask you to become that someone? Your heart skipped a beat and you froze on your place while he got up and walked behind you. I know we just met and I know why you are here, but I've never felt this way before. You see me in a way no one else does. I'm not asking for an answer right now. I just want you to know that there's a part of me that hopes you might consider it. You swallowed hard before turning towards him. You had come here expecting the worst, ready to sacrifice yourself for your brother's sake. But Jungkook's words, his vulnerability had shaken you. You couldn't give him an answer, not now, not when everything was so uncertain. Even if I do, I don't think I'm worth to be with you. You still don't have any idea how much worth you have. We both have seen the true face of this world. We both have broken hearts. We can heal each other better than anyone else can. You felt tears building inside your eyes. I have never expected anything from life because whatever I desired, I ended up losing it. I fear to love and to be loved. Let's not make things complicated. I'm here as your servant. I've offered myself to you in your service. And I want you to be my everything, my world, my life, and this is what I'm asking in return for your offer. I don't want a servant. I'm tired of it. Let me be a servant. Let me show you the love no one ever showed you. Your tears finally made their way out. How he is ready to sacrifice himself for you. As much as you want to tell him that yes, you want someone to love you, someone who can care about you and be there whenever you need them. You were afraid that it would end up like a bad dream. Jungkook was waiting for your answer. I'm sorry, Jungkook, but I don't think I can give you any answer at this point. You walked inside the mansion, leaving him standing. Take all the time you need. Just know that I mean what I said. You came in your room, your heart feels heavy, and Jungkook's words are replaying in your mind. You saw that genuine love in his eyes and the longing for love in return. You got to know that he's not the bad guy. The world made him that, just like what happened with you. Will it change everything? Will it heal our hearts? Will we forget all those horrible memories that still haunts us till this day? What if life will prove cruel for us once again? You sat on your bed, clenching the shirt tightly around your chest. Don't be too nice to me, Jungkook. Whoever I loved with my whole heart, I ended up losing them. I'm not ready for another heartbreak. I'm afraid to love anymore. The next day, Jungkook said that he wants to go somewhere and he wants you to accompany him. You were already getting bored, so you said yes, and now he's waiting for you to come out. The moment you came out of the mansion, Jungkook's heart skipped a beat. He's head over heels on you. With each step towards him, you are claiming his heart. You finally reached near him. Where exactly we are going? You asked out of curiosity while he smiled slightly and looked at you. To the mall, and before you question me that why I'm taking you there, then let me tell you that I want you to accompany me. Now that he already cleared himself, there's no point in you to raise any question. Let's go now. You nodded and you both walked towards his car. Even his bodyguards and the servants in the mansion noticed how Jungkook has started to change. He never smiled before, but now he looks cheerful, and you are the one that brought this side in front of everyone. Jungkook has fallen in love for the first time. Maybe he doesn't know how to be perfect, but he's indeed the one who knows the true meaning of love. He knows how it feels to be in love when you have never been loved by anyone. Which one looks good? Jungkook asked, looking at you, holding two shirts close to him. You walked near him. Both looks good on you, but this one is the best. You said, pointing towards the second shirt, making him smile as he hung the other shirt back. So it's final. But you can choose the one you like. Don't go on my choice. He looked at you. I want to go with your choices. That's why I've brought you here. You again felt something in your chest. You want to be happy, excited, but a fear is surrounding all those feelings. Okay, we are done here. Now let's go get something for you as well. You looked at him surprised. I don't want anything, Jungkook. I already have enough clothes. But I want you to have more. He didn't listen to you and dragged you with him. He brought you inside several stores and brought jewelry, clothes, and all the other expensive things you don't even know properly. Surprisingly, wherever you were going, the places were empty, but you also know why that is. Jungkook actually wanted to bring you for shopping, but he knew you won't listen to him, and that's why he made a plan and asked you to accompany him. As you and Jungkook finally returned from the mall, you didn't know that he was planning to make it your day. He insisted you to get makeup done and new hairstyle, plus he bought entire stores for you even though you told him not to. After that, you visited an orphanage. You were shocked to hear that Jungkook runs so many NGOs and organizations that helps the poor kid or those who are abandoned by their parents. You finally realize that he has the purest soul. The monster inside him is only for the evils. You came out of the car and you noticed something unusual as you approached the mansion. The soft glow of twinkling lights caught your eyes, and the faint sound of music drifted through the air. Jungkook followed you from back, a small smile playing on his lips. As you entered the mansion, the sight that greeted you left you speechless. The entire room was adorned with elegant decorations, balloons, and streamers. A large banner that read Happy Birthday hung on the wall, and in the center of the room stood a grand birthday cake. You were too shocked to process anything in your mind. You have no idea why all this. When suddenly his voice came behind you, soft and intimate, and his breath hit your skin as he spoke, leaning close to your ear. Happy birthday, Ryan. You turned to face him, eyes wide with surprise. My birthday? I I didn't even remember. He smiled, but I do. You have never celebrated your birthday. You don't even remember how it is to celebrate this day, but you were shocked to see everything. That is why he brought you to the mall so his man can prepare everything behind you. Tears filled in your eyes, the overwhelming emotions making it hard for you to speak anything. But before you could say anything, you saw another figure stepping into the room, dressed sharply in a suit, stood there with a proud smile on his face. Happy birthday, Nuna. His voice filled with love, and you felt like breaking down here. You rushed over to him and hugged him tightly while he smiled and wrapped his arms around you. What are you doing here? How? Jungkook came near. Your brother is a part of our team now. He's our driver. You broke the hug and looked at him. You did all this for me? Jungkook shrugged his shoulders. I told you that I can do anything for you. I want to show you how much you mean to me, Ryan, and I will keep showing it to you till the day I die. He reached to his pocket and took out a small velvet box. He got down on his one knee and your breath caught in your throat. Whoever present there was witnessing the most rare moment of their life. Even though I'm still ready to wait, I want to let you know that the moment you enter my life, everything has changed. I'm no longer the mafia I always pretend. You brought my inner self out. I realized that I too deserve love, and I'm so grateful to have you by my side. Your tears were falling down, but you don't care. Ryan, I know this love will build slowly. I'm ready to wait as long as you want, but will you marry me? You decided not to let your fear win against you, not to make you stay away from love. You looked at him and nodded. Yes, I will. I'm ready to marry you, Jungkook. He opened the box, revealing a stunning ring that sparkled in the light. Tears streamed down your face as you looked at him, overwhelmed by the love and care he had shown you. Cheers erupted around you. Your brother and Jungkook's team clapped and celebrated. Jungkook stood up, slipping the ring into your finger before pulling you into a heartfelt embrace. The warmth of his arms around you, combined with the joy of the moment, made you feel like you were floating. I love you, he whispered in your ear, raising more love for him inside you. You closed your eyes, feeling the comfort of his arms.